Hi guys, welcome to prom week day 6, and today I'm showing you 7 really easy prom hairstyles to do for prom. So prom hairstyle number 1 is very basic and you can literally do any style you want. So I went for relatively tight curls in this, but you can go for big curls, waves, straight hair, however you like it to be. And I do apologise for this video. This is my first hair video I've done, and having dark hair, it probably wasn't the best idea to do it against a dark background, but hey ho. So I'm taking this relatively thin barrel to curl my entire head, and I have all the curls going in the same direction. You could mix it up, you can go different directions. I've got a side parting, and again you can go for a middle parting or however you like to do, a more deeper parting. After I've curled it all, I do go ahead and kind of brush out some of the curls, make it a bit more voluminous, and then literally I'm taking one side of my hair and I'm scraping it back behind my ear and kind of hairspraying it in place. Now, this is a very simple look. Like I said, this is going to be kind of, I'm cutting my hair for the base of the next kind of hairstyles, but also I think for people who don't want to go crazy, or if you've got really kind of intricate dress, this is a very simple hairstyle. And like I say, you could do it with any style, curly, straight, wavy. Literally have one side really quite scraped back, and I think it can look really pretty like this. So for prom hairstyle number 2, I am going for this kind of half updo with a braid in it. I think it's very pretty. Again, you can have curly, straight, wavy hair for this. So I'm taking the sides of my hair and bringing it back. I go quite near the back of my head for this, making sure there's some bits at the front left ready to braid. And literally I'm going to tie this into a mini ponytail at the back. Just like that. And then with some of the front pieces, I'm now going to braid them just like a normal plait and tie them off elastic, and I'm bringing them round to the back to join with the ponytail. Now I do have a slight side fringe, well not slight, I do have a side fringe which I decided to leave out in this hairstyle. So if you have a fringe you can leave it out, if you don't obviously then don't leave it out. And then with these braids, I like to pull them out, massage them slightly just to add a bit more texture, make them look a bit more messy, and just make them look a bit thicker in general. And like I said, I like to bring them round the back, and then I pin them under the mini ponytail that I've created, so that the ends and the elastics are kind of hidden underneath. Then I'm taking a little strand of hair from underneath the mini ponytail and using it to wrap around that ponytail to kind of cover the elastic band I've got going on there, and to kind of complete this look. And then I added a little bit of hairspray just to make sure everything's in place. And it's a really simple, pretty half up hairdo, and I think it'd be really pretty for prom. Okay, for prom hairstyle number 3, this is an updo, and it kind of was inspired by the kind of floral hair crowns that I've seen around, but obviously I don't have very long hair, so this is my version of it. So basically I split my hair into 3 and plait each section and tie off with an elastic band. And with each section, again, I like to go ahead and just pull it apart slightly. This is really useful if you've got quite thin hair or short hair like me, to create the illusion of having slightly thicker hair, and it just makes it easier, especially if you've got layers as well, for when you're putting it into a bun, for it all to kind of stay in place as well. Okay, so with the outer sections, I take them and kind of twist them quite flat to my head to kind of create a bun, and just pin the ends underneath where the elastic is underneath the bun to create quite a small flat bun. And the plaits just help give it some texture and make it look a bit different. Then I take the other side and do the exact same thing, so I'm kind of shaping it like I would for a bun, but having it quite flat to my head. Then for the last middle plait, I actually roll it up and pin it in place. And don't worry, I do take those little strands of hair and also pin it. And like I said, like having that plait in it just gives it a bit more texture, makes it look a little different, as you can see. And it makes something very simple look like you've actually put some effort into your hair as well. It's really easy to do. Add a little bit of hairspray and that is good to go. And again, I left my fringe out for this look. This works with any hair length as well, and it just kind of, like I said, makes you look, oh, I did change my mind actually, and I put my fringe back, but it makes it look like you've put effort in, a lot of effort in, and it looks quite intricate, but it's actually a really easy hairstyle to achieve, and I think very pretty as well. So for prom hairstyle number 4, it is another half hair updo, and it's a very similar technique I used in the last one. So I'm taking the sides back into a mini ponytail. It's kind of up to you how much of the sides you want to bring up, but then I go and plait this section of hair. So I don't tie it off yet, I just plait it. And this is why I chose curls in my hair, because I think it just looks really pretty with curls. Then I tie off the ends with an elastic, and I pull it out as per usual as well, just to add some texture, volume, and it just helps the hair stay in place as well when you do this, I find. And I do the exact same technique, so I just twist it like you would a bun, but have it quite flat towards my head, and then when it gets to the end where the elastic band is, I kind of tuck it in underneath the bun and just pin and secure in place. And just hairspray as well. As you can see, it's just very simple, and I just think it looks really pretty. This is probably one of my favourite ones, and it's just so easy to do. Okay, for prom hairstyle number 5, it's another kind of updo. This works great for any length of hair. This is probably one of the harder ones out of the ones I've got, but it's really not that hard, and it looks like you put a lot of effort into it, where, I mean, you have put effort into it, but it looks a lot more intricate than it actually is. So basically I just split my hair into 3 ponytails, one underneath each other, so I'll do my upper section, a middle ponytail, and then a lower ponytail as well. And I wish I used elastics for this one. I didn't. I used normal hair ties, and even though it was matched the colour of my hair, I just think they were a bit too thick. So you've got your 3 kind of ponytails, one underneath each other. Taking the first top ponytail, I'm splitting the kind of base section in half to create a gap in between before the ponytail is secured, and then I just twist it up into the hole and bring it through, and it creates this really nice kind of twist on either side of the ponytail, and then I just tighten it ever so slightly. So like you see, you get this little twist in the hair, which I think looks really pretty. And then I literally just repeat this step for the other 2 ponytails as well. So I separate the pony ever so slightly at the base, and then I flip it upside down and bring it through that gap to create a twist in the hair. Then when I do the second section, I actually bring the top ponytail and kind of loop it through that hole as well, so it goes underneath the ponytails. So this is what we've got so far, and then literally repeat for the bottom ponytail. So I separate it to create a gap, bring it up, round and through, and then I tuck the rest of the ponytail through that section as well. Now if you had really long hair, you can leave it as a ponytail, but because I've got quite short hair, I actually just rolled it up, pinned it in place to create a mini bun at the bottom, and then any flyaways that I had, any bits of sticking out, I just went in and pinned them in place, and then add a little bit of hairspray. So this is kind of the look I've got left. It looks, like I said, quite intricate and like quite difficult to do, but it's actually really simple and relatively easy to achieve as well. So for prom hairstyle number 6, it's another updo. It's just a very like low bun hairstyle, but it's one that is, the technique is much easier for people with short hair. So first of all, I'm just putting my hair into a low ponytail. And using the exact same technique I used in that previous video, I'm going to create a little gap at the base of the ponytail, splitting it in two, because I want to create a really nice twist again with this look. So once I split it in two, I just bring the ponytail up and round the back, twist it through, so you get this really nice twist either side. And then I do the exact same thing where I just roll it up into a kind of mini bun type thing, pin in place, add another loop of hairspray, and that is literally that look complete. It's just a really easy way of creating a low bun, and it's great for if you've got short hair or layers. It just helps everything stay in place perfectly. Then for prom hairstyle number 7, this is my version of a milkmaid braid look. So I split my hair in half, braid both sides of the hair, and then I bring each braid up and try and put it as flat as I can to my head, and then I go ahead and pin it at the top, making sure I hide the elastic. Because I've got quite short hair, it doesn't go all the way around like if you would have long hair, but by pinning it the ends underneath sections of hair, it kind of makes it look like the braid has disappeared into the hair, which I think is really pretty and works really well for people with short hair like me. So like I said, I'm literally pinning it the ends underneath other section of hair, so it almost looks like it's disappeared into it. And that's a really easy way of creating a milkmaid braid hairstyle for all hair lengths, and I think it's really pretty for prom. So that's this video complete. I really hope you enjoyed my really easy hairstyles for prom, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching.